Hey YouTube, coming at you with my first Great League Remix team, Gligar, Oinkologne, and Walrein. And basically how I started was, I started with Walrein because I was like, okay, Dugong's banned, but I know Walrein, I've used it earlier in the Open Great League. I kind of like it, so I'm like, okay, I'll just use Walrein. And I'm like, okay, what else can I use as like a replacement? I'm like, what else is banned? I was looking like Lickitung's banned. I'm like, okay, let's get a normal typing in here. So I think Greedent would work. I searched by normal, I saw Greedent, and I was like, yeah, Greedent would work. And then I'm like, the pig, that's kind of interesting because I just wanted to like test it out because I know how Greedent works. I'm like, I want to test this out. I think I'm gonna use Greedent on another team. I think Greedent's probably better as a normal typing there. But then I'm like, okay, now you're double weak to fighting, so you need something to answer a fighter. And hey, they did not ban Gligar for some stupid reason, so let's use Gligar. So that's what happened. So good lead. Getting some lag because that happens. They're going to hit me with probably the lunge. I assume both things are resisted. Might as well try and lower my attack. So I will get this dig off. Even lowered attack, it should probably take out from this range. Ooh, 1 HP. And they get out, and it's a charm. So I'm not immediately leaving. If it was a ice, I probably would have leaved into Oink right away. I'm going to grab, grab a shield or chip here. The thing with Oink is that it's kind of sneaky bulky. I'm using the female version, so the female version has better stats than the male version, so just keep that in mind if you're going to use it. And there is your fighter. So did not draw that out, it was quick enough, but grabbed one shield. These tackles are adding up. Hopefully I can grab another shield here, or you know what, chip will be potentially okay. So I grab a second shield. So what's going to happen here is I'm going to try and force them to throw energy, but that didn't work at all. So kind of dumb there. I can take any charge move. I need to watch out for the Galv. Everything's resisted. Scald Icy Wind is all resisted. Earthquake is still going to hurt from this range. So even if they lower my attack twice, now I just can't get caught here. So I just kind of like, I don't know if you saw it on the 1.5 speed, but I kind of just like, you wait and delay a second. Just make sure there. And now I get the Powder Snow down before a 4-turn Volt Switch comes through. So again, okay lead. Not amazing lead. Steel's, Wing Attack is resisted, but Dig is super effective. So let's grab this shield or do a ton of damage. I do get a shield. I'm going to take a move and then maybe go into Oink. I don't want to just like go into Oink and then have them like lower my defense like once or twice right away. So I'll just take that move there and then come in here. I'm running with Dig for this exact scenario. Like maybe they're not expecting a Dig. I think this thing also has, so there's your Poliwrath again. That's okay. At least we drew this out a little earlier this time. I am pretty sure this thing like, yes. Much like Greedent, your other move is Trailblaze. So you can run Trailblaze and then buff your Tackle if you want. Tackle does 3.6 damage per turn. So it's not the hardest hitting thing. That's the thing. Tackle, if this thing got a better move than Tackle, it would be so strong. But it's got to stay with Tackle now. Getting double Aerial Ace off on the Mantine. Gonna come in here. Probably shield. Yeah. Walrein Shadow is it's bulky. Walrein's bulky, but the Shadow adds definitely a little bit of glasses to it. Very spammy though. I could take one lowering of my defense here, so I will let the first one go. Now let's start spamming these Icicle Spears. So this won't take out, but it'll chip a lot. Can I farm down? Not quite. So I'm going to take it out to force the shield or take this out. And they give it up. And at that point, I'm just like, okay, let's just commit to the farm down here because that's basically my win con. And there we go. Gudra. So how often I played this was I always just chipped, even with Aerial Ace, and then came in with Oink after. Because the chip with that does so well. And then I come in here. Usually I get somewhat punished. But again, this is why I have Dig instead of just resisted Body Slams and Trailblaze on steals. Get the Dig. Not quite like 40%ish. So not the worst, not the best for Dig, but take a Zap Cannon. They do lower my attack. I am only normal, so Focus Blast probably one shots from there, but they decide to Zap Cannon maybe to get ahead on energy, thinking they can farm down, but they cannot, and all they allow me to do now is Wing Attack them down with my Gligar. So we're going to come back in. We are going to throw some resisted Wing Attacks, and they give up Switch to snipe me. Not a bad idea. Force that shield from me. Let's see if I grab it right back here or take this out. Let's see what they decide to do here. Now I can just easily come in here. They can maybe get to the Thunder Punch. I forget how much energy. I think they had a lot of energy, yeah, so I'm going to shield up the Thunder Punch. The Registeel is low, so now I just got to see what's in the back. It is an Empoleon. Okay, so baiting here, because I need to get to an Earthquake to take it out, and I don't think I can get to an Earthquake if I go straight Earthquake here, because Drill Peck's going to come through here. CMP, nice CMP by them. This will take me out, and then they'll have so much energy left over probably to take out my, with ease. So good counting and good energy management there by my opponent, which again is surprising at the levels that I'm at right now. Okay, so I'm almost positive I can do the same thing again. Just chip with Aerial Ace. Aerial Ace from a Shadow Gligar does a good amount of chip. And then get into the Oink. So get in there, get some tackles. They are figuring out what they want to do. And then you'll kind of see, like, I'll take a move, and it's like it's not a ton of damage, right? Again, tackle. The main drawback of this Pokemon is the tackle. Having a normal typing, great. Only one weakness in fighting. Having the Body Slam, Stab, one of the best fast moves, one of the best charge moves in terms of damage per energy in the game, especially with same type attack bonus there. Stat product, great. Right at that 2000, like 110 attack, 110 defense, 166 stamina, 2030 overall. Fantastic. Dig, decent coverage move. Again, non-stab, so 50 for 80, 1.6. Not the best, not the worst. But just tackle, 3 energy and 3.6 damage per turn. And that's with stab, right? Because tackles a normal type move. So even with the stab, not the best fast move, which really hoits it. Like, if Oink got a... Like, there's no point to use this Pokemon over Greedent right now. Because Greedent has... I guess you're giving up Crunch versus... Dig versus Crunch. Both have Body Slam, Stab. Both have Trailblaze. Greedent also has Tackle, but then it has just that 4.5 energy Mud Shot. Or even Bullet Seed, 4.33 energy Bullet Seed, right? So, with a 2083 overall stat product. So, there really is no reason to use Oink over Greedent. And in fact, in the remix, Greedent is ranked 21 and Oink is ranked 137, right? Just tackle. So if this thing gets a better fast move, it essentially becomes Greedent. Because you got a better fast move, same Body Slam, replace Dig with Crunch, and then same typing and almost same stat product, right? So they're very, very, very similar Pokemon, just with the Dig slightly worse. With the Tackle slightly worse, but I am going for Dig on a Poison Pokemon. And again, that's just the weakness of the... Dig is great on a Gligar when you get that extra stab bonus, but non-stab, not amazing. But bulky to live, Tackle and Body Slams do add up. Like, this is... I forced them to throw with 1 HP left. Like, I just took a Clodsire down to 1 HP with it, right? So it's definitely has play. I just think that you probably just want to use Greedent if you're going to run this team, quite honestly. Get off the Aerial Ace and get out of there. So now it is Dazzling Gleam versus Earthquake, 2v1 shields, potential catch issues here. So I shielded Dazzling Gleam, which is great. Going straight Earthquake as well. because I've got a shield advantage. So I will now, like I had one, so I'll take that. I got to worry about the catch. I was aware that they were going to catch, so kind of held it back. Icicle Spear. Just need to take this out, and I do, and I have shield advantage, and now I can just Earthquake this. They're going to throw here. They can't bait and get to Dazzling Gleam before I get to the Earthquake, so I will easily shield, even if it is a bait, to get this Earthquake off. Primate. So I remember, I don't know exactly which one this is. Because Primate was on the lead here, and it's staying in, and I'm like, okay. And they shield. So I'm like, okay, this is really dumb. I'm just against like a bad person. Like, well, this thing could have Ice Punch, so maybe they're going to try and sneak me out, so I'll shield. Like, okay, no. So I'll just go here, and they CMP me. I'm like, okay. So, they grab the shield. They're going to chip. I'm still going to win. But, like, they took me pretty low. And then I'm like, okay, the only reason they're staying in here and CMP me and baiting me is because the back line can't really do much against this. And I was just like, okay, then what's the back? And is the back going to cause my back problems? And there's just kind of. So managed to chip down to the yellow, which is great. Problem is Power Whip is going to really hurt. Probably one shot a Shadow Wall Rain. So I'm going to get this off here. I think I'm going to get outpaced though. So I'm going to have to try and catch. I remember not catching though. Yeah, I remember, like, what was it? I don't know what I was doing. I definitely should have won and caught here, because now I just got taken out. And they have Toxapex in the back. So again, I have the dig, but non-stab is not going to hold up here. So it's going to do okay amount of damage, but by the time I take them out with the tackles and body slam, I'm already in the like 1 HP range. So I definitely needed to catch there, but just was not thinking through that. But yeah, Toxapex and Ferrothorn both don't have amazing matchups against Gligar, which is why they kind of just held that lead. Okay, Defense Deoxys. I assume they'll just Psycho Boost and bail. They haven't thrown yet though, so I'm going to chip. Because again, my backline's weak to fighting, so I just need to like chip this as much as I can now. I can live a Psycho Boost, it'll do like 50%. I can also shield, but I do decide to let it go. It is a Gligar, and I've got a Wall Rain. So they're out of dig. I may shield. And I think I try and farm down, but no. And then I get to like 3 or 4. I'm like, oh no, I'm not anywhere close to farming down. So I need to throw. I do not want to take another move unnecessarily. And they shield. And I'm like, okay, can I live this move? And I let it go, and I live with like 1 HP, and I get the Icicle Spear off on the Defense Deoxys. So like that digs so much against Wall Rain. And this is a trade-off of Wall Rain versus Dugong, right? Dugong is just going to live that with ease. I'm going to protect against this because I don't know what's in the back yet. It is Dragalge or Dragalge, one of the two. I forget how to pronounce it. Get the bait off. And at this point, like this is where it's not a bad Pokemon, right? These Dragon Tails are not doing much to me. I'm very not quick to the dig, but like not slow to the dig. Take this down to there. Still live with like a couple HP that I can just get off one more couple tackles, and then I wing attack it down. So it's not a bad Pokemon. It's not a bad Pokemon. Mantine, again, I will probably just Aerial Ace and bail here. I hope all of you are having a good Go Fest. And then, yeah, one and catch. Catch it on a bulkier Pokemon. Caught the Ice Beam. And there is your, again, Poliwrath. I built up a bit more thinking like maybe they'll think I have Trailblaze and I'll grab a shield. But if I remember, they do not shield. But again, not bad. Please remember to shield. I'm distracted when I play often. So this should be an obvious shield. Unless I'm going to sacrifice, but that was kind of a be dumb. You say you have to shield. In fact, now I got to commit 2 shields, which is like a bad situation to be in. So that's kind of rough. But sometimes I had this exact same scenario. I think on this next team I'm using, and I ended up letting the icy wind go because I was like distracted by my wife and kids. So I was just like, oh, that's a mistake. Don't play when you're distracted, ideally. As I was saying, there's like 2 minutes left in the video. You guys get the idea of the team and how to use it. GoFest. I hope you guys are having a good GoFest. I will try to shoot some video here for GoFest and put it up maybe tomorrow. Yeah, probably tomorrow. And then, yeah, and then we'll get back on our routines. So I was talking to, this is where being friends with Poke Daxi comes in handy. And Pokemama, because on the way back, Poke Daxi fell asleep and Pokemama and I just like talked for like hours. So I got everything I need to know. And I'm going to give you all the hot gossip. Kind of hot gossip. It's not surprising. What I'm going to say should not be surprising. It may be surprising about like some people. Pokemon Go views are down across the board. Like really bad. It's not surprising that PvP is down for views because basically for a 3rd season in a row, it's the same Great League meta. They made absolutely no changes. Again, they want to make no changes ahead of the championship, which is a BS excuse. But so PvP, my views are down substantially. My subscriber growth was cut in half last month. Like, and it's not just me; it's all the PvP content creators. pvpoke has said his traffic is down. Yonkis is saying like his growth has staled. Homeslice, like every PvP creator that you guys know of is hurting for views and subscriber growth right now. That's not surprising. The larger part of the game is also hurting. Poke Daxi was saying that like his tips and tricks videos for events, what normally even 5-6 months ago would get like 120K no problem, are getting like 50-60K. And same with other content creators are just like hurting. So not surprising. Basically all the content creators are frustrated with the game and ready to give up with it and move on. But again, it's one of those things where you don't, what's the saying? You don't jump out of a boat unless your foot is firmly in another or something like that, right? So there's the obvious ones who are sick of this game and have already either stopped posting or expanded into other things. So like Mystic, he's doing his Mystic Rip thing, right? He's like almost fully transitioned to the card game, and he's been very vocal about how he's like, I'm bored, I hate this game, yada yada. Trainer Tips, same thing. He like barely posts anymore. Not even coming to New York Go Fest because he wants to just travel and something like. So he's mentally checked out of the game as well. But then there's some like Trainer Club where still post all these hype videos, still post, oh, this is the best Go Fest ever. Still, even in New York, rah with these raid trains, hyping everyone up, but behind the scenes, not feeling it either. So they're trying to like keep like a public persona of the videos because they can't, like, this is, for some of them, this is their livelihood, right? Like they're not me who has a full-time government job and this is just a side gig. Like a lot of these content creators are now full-time. Like I know Yonkis and Homeslice have become full-times, and then all the ones I name, I mean, some of these are bigger, like Mystic and all those guys have been around for years and years, but like some of these other like content creators are doing it, not some, but they're doing it full-time, and it's a rough time to be a content creator for this game. The game, GBL stale. The game itself is stale. If you watch my GoFest video yesterday, I'm like, what is happening here? 12 to 13 of the Pokemon available to catch have already had a community day. And everyone easily has those shinies if you've been playing for like 3 years. So like, I don't understand some of the decisions they made. there's nothing really pulling. They need. I think they need to do something soon, because again, not that content creators, not that content creators are like the be all end all of this game, but when you start to see the negative effect on the content creators and you start to see the views in general go down, it's not a good sign for the overall health of the game, right? Because part of like this is one thing Niantic does not understand. You should like be building a very healthy relationship with your content creators, because your content creators are going to be the one to draw people in and potentially make things go viral and stuff like that. You need to focus on your game, because all in all, not everyone watches content creators. So you need to live and die with your game. So obviously you need to put effort into that, which questionable if they are. But you also need to have like that other aspect, like that social presence, because social media, like this is the world we live in, right? A lot of like viral moments and stuff like that can really bring people into the game. It's just an aspect that they're not focusing on much, I don't think. Anyways, that is it. That's my commentary. But yeah, like let me just show you how bad my last month was for analytics. June, let's see. So it's funny because my view count was basically the same in June, but I had about 10 to 12% less subscribers. And in July so far, I'm down about 10% of views and about similar down in subscribers. And my watch time is down. Again, some of that's the fact that like I was in New York, so I didn't have the multiple videos every day. So that affects some of it, but it just like the state of the game. Yeah. Anyways. Good luck with GoFest if you're playing. I'll do a vlog. I'll probably post it tomorrow. And I'll see you guys in the next one.